We're back.
Live and in the flesh. Much better setup, much more relaxed, much more mature.
Absolutely. I mean, the thing is, like, once you get into it, it gets so addicting, and I totally get, like, the fact that it can kind of be intimidating. I mean,
When do you think you're gonna change your first dirty diaper? Welcome back, everybody. It's been 812 days. It's never been closer. Season 2, we've been teasing it for a while, but here we are.
we're back.
Live and in the flesh. Much better setup, much more relaxed, and much more mature.
Absolutely. I mean, things have changed. I think between those 812 days, you've gotten married, had a kid. I got engaged. That's pretty much the main.
I got new teeth.
You got new teeth? Look at this smile.
I got new teeth. I got a lot better at shaving.
Yeah, I stopped working out as much.
Teeth grew an inch.
yeah, exactly. No, but it's definitely grew up a little bit. I think when we first started the podcast, it was fun to share stories, and we kind of just like said, screw it, let's just see what we can do. But I wish everybody could see the setup. We'll probably post pics of it later, but it's official now. All right, we got things set up. It's gonna be a fun ride. So yes, there is no season 2. We're just back.
We're back. Episode 14, I believe. If not, it might be 15. We'll see.
It's just the next episode.
Yeah, it's a week by week basis, okay? Just like the season. We're just worried about the next episode and the next.
We're on to Cincinnati.
We're on to
what do you guys got? First preseason game.
First preseason game. We got Broncos, maybe.
I think so.
Think we go there?
No, we got camp next.
We got camp.
That's really.
I don't know when this podcast is getting released. So if it's during camp, man, you guys send me a prayer. Show it the training camp. Show us some love. I'll be in the thick of things. It'll probably be out before then, but regardless, Packer training camp, the place to be as always.
So, what you want to kick it off with first? You want to talk about what it's like being a dad?
Shoot, yeah. I mean, for the parents out there, you all know being a parent is awesome, very tiring and, stressful at times, but like at the end of the day, like the most awesome thing you can do. At least that's how I feel. My wife definitely, shout out Gabrielle, who's upstairs, probably taking care of some stuff, probably taking care of Trey, but she definitely does the heavy lifting when it comes to Trey. But man, being a dad is awesome. It's so much fun to just kind of, watch him come into his own, have his own personality, even the freak outs. It's like, okay, like.
When did that first start? Like, what month were you like, all right, like now I'm really just seeing like my son like kind of like show a little bit of Gabrielle and a little bit of myself.
Yeah, like I mean, like the easy answer, I'd be like, oh, like right away, but like I feel like probably about like 6 months, like he's not moving around or anything, but like you got like some personality and they can like see, the whole like being able to follow you and track you and like react to things a little bit. 6-7 months, you started to see that personality come out. I was like, oh man, we got our hands.
I remember when he started first tracking, like he'd like see me walk across the room and I'd be like, oh, that's like kind of wild.
But how's it like being an uncle? You're the funkle, right?
I am the fun uncle, yes.
Okay, you're the only uncle.
Trey and I are cool together, we hang out and stuff, but no, it's been amazing. I didn't really anticipate how fun it would be to have a kid within our family. I really see it through my parents' eyes because they're grandparents, and I get to see like how they really like acted when they had their kids, which has been like, it's such a blessing, to the family. It kind of really brought us even closer than we already were. So it's been such a cool thing. But, my favorite thing from the whole process, though, is seeing you really step up as a dad and finding dad hobbies with golf and grilling. So you've been hitting the links. Yeah. I mean, you just competed in the John Deere Classic.
Yeah, the John Deere Pro-Am, no big deal. Went out there, swung a little bit. It was a great time. Will here and my father-in-law, shout out Dave, avid listener, #1 subscriber. They've been trying to get me into golf for a while now, and I'd probably pick it up, probably play like once a year the last couple years. But I kind of got the itch this year, wanted to go out and play, and I've been a big Malbon fan, so I've been rocking a lot of their gear. The gear is sweet. Like that's 90% of the battle. You just gotta look good.
100%.
Show up in like the etiquette, obviously, and so I played. We went to Whistling Straits. It was a great time, and I was like, these courses, like some of these courses are really beautiful. Like that's part of it.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like once you get into it, it gets so addicting, and I totally get like the fact that it can kind of be intimidating. I mean, you even said like when you were like warming up at the John Deere, like everyone's got strings out, like and like don't know like
coaches,
like walking on someone's line, like you just have to like learn that by playing and somebody like telling you, and it just kind of is annoying to try to like pick all that stuff up. But once you get it,
the good news about having all these camera angles, and once again, guys, we're back.
Yes.
And we got a brand new setup. And so, like, the good news about having all these different camera angles is one goes out for a second, we'll be fine.
Yeah, we're learning. We're just
listening to the beat.
Yes, exactly. We're learning. So yes.
Hopefully, we have audio. At this podcast has no sound. Well, I guess you won't know, but we will still release it if it has no sound on principle. I'm not doing it again.
No, yeah, one take. That's all. And I never re-listen to what I say, which is only.
Yeah. Before we get too far, I just had one last uncle question I was thinking about while I got up and fixed the cameras. Just when do you think you're gonna change your first dirty diaper?
Oh,
are you gonna save that for your kid as a special moment, or are you gonna get like a one round of practice in him a Trey?
I think I've seen Trey and how much he eats and like where he's at in that stage of life right now. I think I'm gonna wait for when there's another new one or when it's my turn, because that boy can stink sometimes.
Yeah, he stinks up the house for sure.
Yeah, I haven't changed the diaper yet. Like I said, I'm just a fun uncle. Like I bring toys. Like it's fun.
Hell yeah.
But no, yeah, no diaper changes for myself yet.
Yeah. Speaking of
that's Claudia work. We get
stinking up the house. How's spec home's been? You see that seamless transition?
Well, that new house smell does not stink. I'll definitely say that.
Yeah, I was gonna wonder.
Yeah, continue on with that, man. It's been fun. I think.
I don't think you were doing that yet when we last finished up the pod.
Right?
I don't know.
I think I was like just getting into it, but now I'm on my 6-1. Kind of have 7 and 8 in the pipeline right now. I haven't started on those yet, and then continue to kind of look at different real estate developments and different areas. I enjoy that part. I feel like as a 26-year-old, like trying to be a young professional, figure out yourself and your career and everything. I've enjoyed that. I've also enjoyed still working at M3, which we can get into as well.
The M3 way.
Yes.
Insurance. This guy does it all. He's Bob the Builder by day and Bob the Builder by night. Always be closing is what he told me.
Close the deal. Close the deal. No. But no, it's been fun to kind of like, I see how you've developed so much in your career and like really honed in on your craft on the football side of things. And I try to bring that to my life, but in a different realm of the real estate side of things and the insurance side of things. It's been fun, man. I enjoy it, and pays the bills, so it's cool.
For sure. Hey, that's a goal.
Right.
Like not to make you dive too deep into it, but like for me, like I live vicariously through you when it comes to real estate and stuff, and like most people probably don't know too much besides our #1 subscriber, Dave Toonen. Don't know too much about like spec homes and things like that. So like if you were to get like a real quick, like just like what's like the most challenging part, like just say somebody wanted to start getting into spec homes, like what would you say is like a tough part or like something you gotta know getting into it?
I think taking the leaps on the relationships you like kind of vet out to see who you want to work with, and kind of seeing the overall vision of the concept and why you're building it. Like the financials may look good, like how you're going to do it may look good, but like why you're doing it. That's kind of what I've tried to lean into. I'm like, okay, like I stand on a lot. I see where this is. I see a growing community that people have lived in. I've built in areas where AJ actually lives. So I've kind of been around these parts, and I grew up in Green Bay too, which is very helpful in that aspect. But definitely, I think that is, once you feel like you get the sense that like, oh yeah, like I would buy a home here. I think that's when I made the leap of, developing that relationships and just kind of, like I said, I mean, you find a builder, you find a realtor that you really trust as well. And then, meeting with different banks and bankers that you like just develop relationships with. And I think that's what is the difficult part, is it just takes time with that and the relationship side of things. For sure. And just who you can trust and who you like working with too. I think that's very important. And I like everybody I work with, and I'm trusting everybody that I'm working with. I haven't had anything bad happen. Like, seriously, knock on wood. But like, so that's what makes it just like wants me to continue on with it, and it's just fun.
That's a great foundation to build on if you're picking up on it.
Oh, this guy's got all of it. This guy, dad jokes are into. Yeah, that's for sure. So you went through free agency.
Yeah.
that was a process.
It was a process. Free agency is wild. It always has seemed wild, like as a fan, and just like obviously my first 4 years in the league, kind of seeing guys go and get paid or whatever it may be. And I'm just like, oh, like I'll be ready for it when it gets here. But you know, it's a tough process. You know, just having a family. And you could either be you could be on the West
so many
Coast,
factors.
East Coast, you can be anywhere,
Right?
And just like, all right, we're picking up and we're going, or staying.
So I've been I'm addicted to the NFL. Like I'm a football fan.
Yep.
This was the craziest running back market I've ever seen of people moving around like crazy. So it was like kind of like where everything like shook out and everything was like.
Yeah.
It was insane. I couldn't believe
it was one of those like if you like. Obviously, we want nobody to be in a coma. But if it were to be one of those, like, bro, like you were in a coma and you woke up and you just saw where all these guys are, it seems to be like, what?
Yeah, if you showed it where everyone was
on the rate,
what 2020? If you showed somebody in 2020 where everybody was at, like today, you'd be like, you wouldn't believe it.
I'm so confused. But no, I mean, it was awesome. Happy to be here. Obviously, we love Green Bay. Obviously, we love the Packers for the opportunity. You know, the last 5 years or going into year 5. But also just like we love the community in Green Bay. And, Green Bay's our home.
People know that you love Green Bay.
We love Green Bay. I mean, we stay out here year round when it's cold.
Right.
Even in the I can say shitty. It's our podcast.
Yeah, we can.
Even in the shitty days of like mid-February or not mid-February, late February, March, when it's just gray and cold every day and there's nothing you can do. Like we're out here.
Well, that's when you get the grinding. You're like, what are we gonna do? Like I'll just work, I guess.
Yeah, we're out. It's just like all right.
You gotta flip the mindset.
I'll just go work out.
Yeah, 100%. It's like, I'm in my grind season. Like let's get it. You know,
that's it.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was interesting. That's for sure. Like the whole process, but like,
as a lifelong Packer fan that you've been,
okay,
and like just a fan of football, and like take me out of it. Let's not even talk about me. Just what are you excited as a fan for the Green Bay Packers 2024 for the season, like games wise, and like just players in general?
I mean, I feel like our team's only upgraded from from last season, and we finished so strong. Like, divisional round, like we didn't go to the Super Bowl. We didn't win the Super Bowl. Like that's like, obviously, like there's one team that's happy at the end of it. Like my friend Gabe, he always says like he's a Bears fan, which is like, he eats it a lot. It's terrible. But he always says like, oh, did you win the Super Bowl? Oh, so what else matters? But like, it's so promising going into this next season because it just feels like we have a legitimate shot.
Yeah.
And we have a legitimate chance, and like every team can say that. Everybody's got hype coming into OTAs.
Of course.
Everybody's got hype coming out of camp,
Yeah.
It's all of that. But like, if you really look at us on paper, you really look at where we progress to, it's scary. Like our offense could be so dangerous. Our defense, I mean, should be lights out on paper. Like everybody looks super stacked right now, and that's just fun, And it's fun. Like honestly, like Jordan's an easy guy to root for too. Like shout out J Love, easy guy to root for because he's just like, I mean, we've got to know him a little bit. It's been funny just seeing him going from like being like just learning, being behind the guy, now being the guy and just still being himself. It's been so cool to see, and it's just like I don't know, go Pack, go, man. I think it's sky's the limit. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a fun year. I mean, I think the great thing, like you said, like on paper we're great, and obviously we didn't go win the Super Bowl last year, but that momentum we got, and we had a great OTAs, and so rolling that all into just got better, just added more people, added more pieces. Everybody has that good mindset. Even as a player, like on paper and in my mindset, you gotta feel like we can really be a very special team, and it's just everything. The sky's the limit.
I think the one thing that's been cool about like my perspective of like watching you guys and being able to be closer to the team like that is that like you guys are legitimately just like stacking days. It's like everybody showed up to OTAs. Like that's like hasn't been a thing for so long. It's always been like drama coming into the season of like, oh, what's this gonna be? What's that gonna be? And now it's like you guys are just like, no, we love ball. Like, oh, Green Bay's sick. Like, I think Jay Reed had a sick quote with it. It's like, oh yeah, like, yeah, it's awesome. Like, I just go to Lambeau every day. I love it. It's like I just play ball.
I just go grind.
And it's so cool to see like the entire team to have that type of mentality. Yeah, it's contagious. Yeah, it's so contagious, and you guys just like run with that. Yeah, man, sky's the limit. Like I said, sky's the limit.
Absolutely.
I think another thing too, a good quote that you had is like, yeah, it's cool. we're the youngest team, like we got all this, yada yada yada, but nothing matters unless you win the one at the end.
I mean, if you got the youngest team or the oldest team, like that means absolutely nothing. Like,
It doesn't.
what happens when you grow up? Are you gonna win a Super Bowl?
Yeah, right.
If you do, then that's great. But if you don't, then you don't.
Right.
So, but like I think, like you said, and we'll get off this tangent.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, you guys came here for some football, so we're gonna give you guys some football. But
yeah.
the mindset, I can say, the mindset inside that facility from the top down is we got everything in front of us. Everybody's locked in. Everybody's focused. Everybody's pushing one another, and you know, I think that's just all you can ask for. That's all you can ask for. You can't control it all. You know, there's going to be ups and downs in the season like there always are, but everybody's looked and focused and working their butts off. So that's as a fan.
We're their asses off, bro. It's our podcast.
Working their fucking ass off. Sorry, they're not fucking, but working their their butts off. Well, no. I want to talk about the most pressing thing. Probably the thing this guy's avoiding the most. How's the wedding planning going, bro?
You know, great. Got a venue. I got the hard stuff done.
Chloe, don't listen to this. Now tell me how it really is.
It's a process. It's a process. You know, we're doing the right things. We have like our checklist. We're handling everything the right way. The only thing I'm really in charge of that like I care most about is the music, and I get to do the seating chart too. Which I've heard are like where was that with the wedding planning? Oh yeah, I'm doing the music and then the seating chart because I feel like it'd be fun to kind of like set the lunchroom tables. You know, like I've always like thought that'd be kind of cool of like linking that up, and then like I've always kind of was the one playing music when Chloe gets in the car or anything like that. So
with the seating chart, are you gonna be conservative and put people together who like each other, or are you gonna stir the pot up a little bit, get the conversation flowing?
I'll stir the pot a little bit, babe. Just a little bit. Just like that'd be kind of fun. Like,
I want a little engaging conversation.
Yes.
So you can't have them too comfortable.
No, absolutely not. You know, I want like something memorable from a conversation at the table. Like
that's great.
Everyone says what food, music, and then
drinks.
Lock
in, bro.
Is it food?
I will not be sober or what?
Oh yeah, probably. As I did not for yours. No. Like that drinks will be good. I think every table is gonna have a bottle of Goldschlager on it, so that'll be fun. But yeah, no, wedding planning is good. You know, if you want a small talk with me, ask me about the wedding. I got canned answers. We'll roll right into it.
Canned answers.
Yeah, we'll roll right into it.
Boy RD.
I will give Chloe a ton of credit though. Like she's done a phenomenal job with all of that, and
that's awesome.
She has really stepped up to the plate, I guess you could say.
Stepped up to the plate, knocked it out of the park.
Brewers, yeah. See that?
Shout out Yelly.
Yeah, shout out Yelly.
Fan of the podcast, actually. You know, if you ask him.
Yeah, that's true. Top of the NL Central. We're killing it.
Shout out the Brewers, man.
Seriously.
Love to see that. Love to see it. The Brewers through. It's about time I go throw another first pitch.
Yeah. For a playoff game, that'd be sick.
That would be sick. This is actually a great time to tell you guys about the adventures with AJ. It's on my YouTube channel, AJ Dillon 28.
Yes.
So a bunch of the random stuff I've been doing and going around with my friends, teammates, whether it's golfing or cornhole tournaments, driving a tractor on the farm, fish boils in Door County. AJ Dillon 28, the same place you can find this podcast on YouTube, in the podcast section. We'll have all that stuff there. You guys can kind of see what it's like. The random stuff that I drag Will to in the off season.
I love the stuff that you got like Carrington, and I thought that was like hilarious.
Mini golf, get Emmanuel out there.
I mean, you've done. I mean, dude, you had like a wild summer of like the cornhole, the putt, and then the John Deere Classic. Like,
Will convinced me to hook up the GoPro, and hopefully we get golfing sometime this week. It was a nice day, and we just go rip it.
Maybe get the GoPro.
POV.
Yeah,
Put it on my head.
Yeah.
I'm golfing. You guys will be the first to know if my eye is not on the ball.
That's for sure. But I mean, man, just like, I mean, what's been your biggest challenge with the golf thing? Like, has it been like has it been like committing to lessons and shit? Like, or is it?
I'd say like my biggest challenge so far, like I fit in a bunch of lessons, like getting ready for the John Deere thing, but I think it was just like remembering the steps. Like everybody, like I know a lot of guys have like notes in their phone, like, hey, if I get here, do this, do that. It's really just been like, all right, here's where I want my hands. Like, let's try not to fucking knock it out of the park. Has been pretty tough, but like it's fun. I see why people like it. I see the grind of it, and it's very fun for me.
Okay.
So I'm enjoying. It sucks that I kind of got into it so late in the off season. So we're going to camp. Really won't have time to whatever. But next off season and stuff, as things come up, or if we have time, definitely looking to keep golf going and keep building on it.
Oh, dude. So you're still streaming.
Yep.
Still breaking boxes from time to time. It's been a while since that, I feel like, though.
Yeah. It's Dylan's Deals is still active. Check out the Instagram. We been doing a lot of card breaks and stuff. I went to a couple card shows out in New Franken at Tennis Sports Cards. They have, I think it's the first of every Saturday. They have a big card show, and people come from all over and trade cards and stuff, which is fun. One day I want to get my own card show. And like set that up like for everybody in Green Bay or like wherever you come from. I think that could be really cool for the community. But yeah, just ripping cards, man, day by day. So
Stacking inventory.
Getting
signatures too.
Behind this wall, bro, I just got stacks of cards.
That's nice. And you've been really cool. I love like how generous you are. Like you'll go out to dinner when you're out in Door County, doing your politicking, walking around, shaking hands, kissing babies.
4 more years.
4 more years. Dang, well, no, I don't know about that, but
Dylan for door.
like shaking hands, kissing babies, but also giving out sports cards.
Yeah.
So I don't want to advertise that too much.
No, yeah, I mean, it's not like hey, somebody walked up to me and was like, hey, do you have a sports card? No, but it's nice, obviously.
Yeah.
If we see like a kid in an AJ Dillon jersey or something, like it's cool to obviously give them card and things like that. But the best is just
fist bump guys are the best.
Yeah, fist bump guys are the best. But like it's just nice, I got extra cards all the time, and to give one to a little kid and you see their face,
they're like,
get excited.
Well, really, yeah,
is awesome. So a little memento, and hopefully they don't forget about me.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. Nah, dude. Quad Squad University.
I was in between wearing the Brewers shirt and a Quad Squad U shirt.
Okay.
Brewers won today. But yeah, man, that'll definitely be in rotation. Quad Squad U is coming back. I don't know.
On NCAA 25?
I don't know if NCAA 25 is going to let you like build your teams yet. I think.
Oh yeah.
If so, then yes, QSU.
You can create a whole roster on there.
Yeah, but you got to bring QSU back. That was a fun little bit there.
Yeah, that was a good bit. I decommitted from you. You didn't.
Yeah, dude, we made Will.
But there's NIL involved now, though.
Dude, we made Will. Nobody I was actually literally upset with him in real life. We made Will a 5-star receiver. He was just a freak athlete. He looked just like him, and he like decommitted and went to some other school. And then every time he played him, I was like, bet, like we're double covered here. Like this guy would have like Heisman numbers, but then like do nothing against us. Like we're like shutting that shit down.
Where'd I commit?
I don't know, bro. Probably like Middle Tennessee State and something.
The 5-star. What am I thinking?
Bro, I don't know where you went, bro. It wasn't QSU.
Was it St. Thomas?
We did win a national championship one year, so that was big. We got the trophy in the room. I did make a 3D printout of the trophy.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. We gotta pull that out sometime.
You got any like hobbies you've been getting into? Any bar games? Anything fun you've been doing?
I mean, no. I've been kind of just doing the Wisconsin way of shaking some bar dice here and there, playing fives to learn a new game.
Fives? What's fives?
Fives is a game where you roll fives into you keep rolling dice and you pull out 5. If it adds up to 5 or it is a 5, you pull it until you stop rolling fives. So it's fives. That's the game. 5.
All right. You think you can show the people how it's done real quick just once?
All right, I can show real quick. It's a fun game. All right, so this is how you play. So what you do is you have 2 people play, right? So AJ and I both ante up, put our
bottle caps in like a
bottle caps. Yep, yeah, exactly. Bottle caps in the pot. Okay, and then you just keep rolling 5s until you stop rolling 5. So see, I rolled a 5 here and 2 and a 3 here. So you pull those out, and then you keep rolling. So that's a situation. So if you roll a 10, you have to throw another bottle cap in. Let's say you roll this and then not 5, but like 4 and another 6 and then 4. So you roll this, that adds up to over 20. Then you put 2 of your bottle caps in. So that's essentially the game.
So the number to beat is 10.
So the number to beat right now is 10.
Let's see if...
Oh, cocked eye. That's not good.
Can't do it.
You can't do it.
So we got a. Oh, that
was a 5. That was a 5.
That was a 3. All right, all right. So I guess I beat 10 already.
You beat 10, but yeah. So
Just for argument's sake, we got 1. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. She's back.
if you were to roll a 5 there, though, it would be considered 0, and then, yeah, he wins.
I got the caps.
You got the caps.
No cap.
No cap.
Will has no cap.
That's the game. That's a new game I just learned. It's fun. If you got any new games that you would like to,
let us know in the comments.
Yeah,
Let us know in the comments.
I'm all about shaking dice. It's always a good time.
Shake and die, kissing babies.
What? I didn't say that. Trey gives me nice kisses. So
He does. He does give the.
He's a sweet boy. But other than that, man, I'm just kind of also got the golf addiction going.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for football season to start. Wedding planning. I mean, I am pretty much a basic white dude when it comes to
What's been you mentioned the golf game again. What's been like your hardest? You've been playing for a while.
I have been playing for a while. I didn't play in college at all, and then I busted up my shoulder. So like I took like 5 years off. So it's like trying to refine my swing and everything.
So like, what's been like your most challenging? Not your most challenging. Get out the most challenging. What's been like the most fun you've had playing golf recently?
Pinehurst, dude. I went on a golf trip to Pinehurst.
Well, that's sick.
Super shot. Yeah, dude. I got to play course number 10 and then Tobacco Road.
Okay. So you played 36.
We played 54 in 3 days.
Sheesh.
Yeah, my back was hurting.
Hey,
Relax.
boy was swinging that thing.
Hey, relax. It's not like that. No, but that was a really, really fun trip just because I haven't played out. I've never been in the Carolinas before.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It was like 3 weeks before the U.S. Open, and so like we didn't get to play number 2, which is what they played the U.S. Open on, and it was just a ton of fun. I mean, it hit off this. I think the coolest thing was like the grass there is like sand, so like your club has like bounce. Well, like when you play in the Midwest, it's more like hitting in the mud.
Yeah.
So like it's like you can use your 50, like if you're like 100 yards out, you can use your like 58, and it's way easier because the club bounce is so much better than
this guy. 200 IQ. I'm not that advanced.
Yeah.
Don't look to me for any of that. What
AJ's got eye on the ball.
Yeah.
Swinging club head.
I swing everything the same way.
Yeah. And so I mean that was a really cool experience. You know, I'd love to go back out there sometime. But yeah, I mean that was the big golf trip for sure.
That's fire. What's your drink of choice? Can't say beer. What's your drink of choice on the golf? On the golf course.
The transfusion.
That's right.
The trannies.
The trannies. Come on, the transfusion.
We love those, man.
Grape mix and what is it? Grape juice and vodka. I did tequila.
Ginger beer. I don't even know.
Grape juice, ginger beer. I did tequila. I think the right way is vodka.
So AJ's been also you've been a mixologist lately too.
The off season, the wife wanted some cocktails. And she was sending me these cool recipes. I was like, I have no idea how to make this. And I was like, you know what? That's not good enough. I will learn.
Yes.
So I got all types of contraptions and mixes and spices and dried fruit and plants. And so like, you guys tell me, keep adding to the comments, man. Let me know what kind of cocktails you want to see me make. I'll make a cocktail. I'll put out a video of me making cocktails, mixing some stuff up. Maybe we'll name it after you. We have a menu. I have a little bar inside the house, and we have a menu. And so like all the family and friends who come over, if they really like a drink that we make or they come up with, we print it out, laminate it, and then it's like a household little bar menu. We're still waiting on Will's. Chloe's is not allowed to be said on camera. But yeah, it's a great.
Yeah, I gotta figure out my signature cocktail because I'm an old-fashioned brandy press.
Yeah,
brandy I know is super Wisconsinite, but
we could call it middle-aged white dude.
Middle-aged white dude. Yeah, for real. That's really what it is. Like, oh yeah, like.
Yeah, just
old-fashioned brandy press, and then I'll have my fish fry on Friday.
The after-work special.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll take the regular. Yeah, seriously. But no, it's fun. So golf, grilling, mixologist, landscaping too.
Landscaping. I will. Scout's honor here. I don't cut my own grass, but the grass looks fantastic. Realistically, it's not like during the season. Like I'm not going to be out there. Like I don't have enough time. So we got a great grounds crew. That takes care of everything. But the fact that I want it done and don't want my lawn, looking like
I'll give you credit for that. Yeah.
a run in the mill, whatever. That's one part of dad life I haven't quite got. But post football, I'll be out there. His dad, my father-in-law, he's out there like on his hands and knees cutting with scissors.
Oh yeah,
like he's meticulous.
Favorite pastime.
Yeah, but it's good. I see, being a dad, being a husband, you will soon learn. I definitely see why men get the riding mower and the headphones on and just lock in for a couple hours.
Just do an audiobook.
Hey, I'm doing work, babe. This is actually for us, making sure the lawn's good. But really, it's like, hey, I get 2 hours of solitude. So I definitely understand it. But yeah, man, I think.
We're getting the future guests and all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a little teaser.
I think this was a really nice,
welcome back.
Well, this was a really nice welcome back, or just I think this was a really good example of us getting back in the swing of things.
Yeah.
This is just gonna be a fun podcast. We're gonna be talking football.
Talking football a little bit, shooting the shit, talking, what's going on. And, for the people who are just tuning in to Dillon.
Nice.
For the first time, it's it's super relaxed. You put this on the ride home to work or from work. You're on the lawnmower or whatever it may be. If you want to watch on YouTube, see the actual visuals and everything like that. It's super easy, super laid back.
Yeah, it's not gonna be intense listen.
No.
It's gonna be something, but you might pick up something from it.
I mean, we might have quotes,
Yeah, we're gonna have awesome guests. I think that's gonna be the coolest part. Obviously, we're gonna have some football guests, but I think we're gonna link in some, some business guests too. Talk some shop there.
Yeah, it's not limited to football. It's not only football. We might be talking to some NBA people. We might be talking to some actors, some musicians, some coaches.
It's gonna be a priest,
gamers. Yeah,
priest story. It was great.
The Pope. Shoot, I shot a DM to the people running in the presidential debate. I sent them both the message. Whoever comes on first gets my vote.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But no, I mean, it's super chilled, and happy to have you guys tuning in to Dillon.
Nice.
And, to watch it. If you guys want to watch visually, you can check out YouTube, AJ Dillon 28, and there you will find the Tune Into Dillon podcast with all of our videos that we have. And if you want to see us on Instagram, Tune Into Dillon. It's the only Tune Into Dillon out there. We have a great time. And then, if you want to just listen, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcasts, tune in to Dillon.
Oh yeah. Thank you guys. This was fun.
Yeah, appreciate you. You got any shout outs? Last minute shout outs?
Shout out the fiance.
Shout out the wife.
Shout out the ladies. Yeah, shout out the ladies for being you guys should get back into this.
Yeah. Facts.
Shout out the people who stuck around too.
Been there from day one.
And also the facts that the people that have been when season 2 actually coming out. Is it ever coming back? We're back.
Yeah.
We are back.
Another last thing, and then we'll let you guys go. Where do you guys want us to do our podcast? We've got some requests. We have some people, some business owners who have been hey, you should film your podcast here. Is there anywhere that you guys are bro, it'd be sick for you to film a podcast here? Just put it in the comments.
Yeah, let us know. We might show up.
Hey, and shout out Trey.
Always shout out Trey.
Hey, appreciate you guys. Tune in to Dillon.